Alright guys, welcome back to another update. Thank you for tuning in. As you can see, we started to move in over this area here. So we're just expanding and continuously to move and try to take advantage of any little weak spots that I see. But as you look at this map, guys, as this map begins to unfold, still very early in the game, I want you guys to I wanted to just throw out one of the criterias that I wanted to just throw out there real quick as far as the next map that we play. And again, this map, the next map will be where I want you guys to join in with me. But I have to put out some criterias for that game, so that if anybody break the criteria or don't meet the criteria or whatever the case may be, you would just have to find another map or wait for the next map, because you will have to have some of these criteria. One of the main criteria, guys, let me just explain this to you. We will decide where we will set up our nation. We will decide where we will set up our nation. I don't want everybody on one continent. Meaning, if I got 7 members that's going to be a part of our coalition, we don't need 7 people on Australia. Maybe 2 people can be on Australia. 2 can be in Africa. Maybe 2 can be in America. And maybe we can have somebody in Asia. But we need to spread out. That's one of the main mistakes I made, was that when I started this, I would join forces with other players, and just would be too compact, and we can't, and there's no way that we can expand and move forward when we have to we don't have any land, any provinces, because we're too close together. So I don't want to run into that situation again. So one of the criteria is you need to pick. We will be picking nations that are not so close to each other, so it gives us all room to expand and then come together later on in the game. If you have any questions about something you see on this particular map right now, like as far as my resources and things of that nature, feel free to ask questions. When it's early in these games, guys, a lot of guys try to figure out, well, how do you get this? How do you get that? You have to know how to work your stock market. You have to know how to buy stuff while it's cheap. You have to know how to do that. And you got to, and people say, well, how do you build your army? You have to build barracks. You got to build and you got to build those barracks early. During game, that's when you build your barracks day 1 through 5. You build a couple barracks then, so you don't have to worry about it later, because barracks can become expensive if you wait till later. So go ahead and get the barracks built early. That way you get that money spent, get that out the way, and now you at least know you got soldiers coming at a decent rate. Another thing that people underestimate is horses. Horses do not cost any fuel. They don't cost any metal. All it costs is food and fish. So building your horses gives you an extreme advantage in the beginning of the game. And so, and you have to have barracks. You have to have a barrack to build horses. So it's just little things like that that does make a difference, guys. And that's what I'm generally doing. And these Zeppelins, again, this was the first map that we were allowed to use them. Unfortunately, I wanted to kind of show you guys how they work early, but at least now I'll still get to do that, even though some of you probably already know how to use them now. But I want to dig into how these Zeppelins work, and Again, just spreading out, trying to attack any little weak spot at the moment. I'm surveying this map, surveying the area, seeing what's going on. I'm watching my coalition, see who's not active, see who's just sitting around, see who's really active, see who's moving, see who's pushing the needle, see who looking to see who all the threats are. So like right here. Listen to this, guys. Watch this. Well, it had a level 5 fort and I was attacking with my Zeppelin. This is my coalition member writing this. Now that I reduced the fort, I am sending troops to take it, but I see you have decided to move in and take it. He's talking to me, guys. This is Port McGuire. Well, it had a level 5 fort and I was attacking it with my Zeppelins. Now that I reduced the fort, I am sending troops to take it, but I see you have decided to move in and take it. Just to let you know, my long-range plans are to finish off Alice Springs, then move on to Broome and Derby. We seem to be the only ones active in this coalition. My bad. Yeah, I got you covered. And then Sydney writes, I'm still active. The reason why I wanted you guys to read that is because let's just say this was our team here. This is all bad language. Red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. Period. Bad language. Absolutely bad language. For one, I don't take anything from someone. In this game, it's first come, especially when you're in a coalition. Now, it's definitely rules and etiquettes to this game. But he just said, I reduced the fort and I'm sending troops to take it, but I see you have decided to move in and take it. These are the type of players who try to play against you and try to act like they on your team. That's bad language. If I took a province that you helped with your Zeppelins, see the thing about Zeppelins are he may not have had no troops nowhere near that area. But you can send your Zeppelins, nations, from a long distance. Yet that don't mean you have troops there that will be able to take that province. So one thing about me, guys, I'm very fair. I'm very aware. If you work for a province, you're gonna get that province. But if you didn't legitimately earn that province, it's up for anybody to take it. I don't have to be nice, and you know what I'm saying? People get it twisted on this game. So this was already a red flag from the beginning. Just to let you know, my long-range plans are to finish off Alice Springs, then move on to Broome and Derby. He's thinking so far ahead. That's him telling me, don't you go get it. I'm going to go get it. Don't you go so far. You need to slow down because I see you expanding. So that's how I read that. I don't read that as something positive. Hey, he didn't say nothing that was based on teamwork, based on, hey, go ahead and take that. I'm going to go this way and we can work together. There's nothing in that says let's work together. What he says is my long range plans, not, hey, let's work together and do something. Got it, guys? So you got to be able to read between the lines when you're dealing with guys in your coalition. That's why I say I'm not holding none of these guys' hands. Sydney, you see he say, I'm still active. Yeah, you got to say you're still active because you're not showing that you're active. So that's why I just told him thanks for checking in. But again, I'm not holding these guys' hands. Name of this game is The Betrayal. I put my black gloves on, guys. This is how you have to be in these games. You cannot be nice to everybody. Because these are the type of guys who will stab you in the back or hold you back once they get in a little power. Right now, they ain't got no power, so I have a very strong stance, but they really can't do much anyway. I got all my borders protected. So even if somebody wanted to do something to me, they can't. So they have to respect the position I'm in. One thing about me as a coalition member, I ain't gonna never tell you you can't get no province, or I'm gonna take this or take that. No, we both can go get it, and whoever the best, let the best man get to it first. He got this one Zeppelin, guys. That junk didn't do nothing. He got one Zeppelin in the air. Got to be kidding me. He think he did some damage with one Zeppelin. Boy, I tell you, these guys are a trip. Alright, well, stay tuned, guys. Like I said, this map is the one. This is a good one to follow, good one to learn from. I'm going to be giving you jewels after jewels, and I'm going to be giving you guys more criteria as to what we're going to do as far as the next map. So stay tuned. We're going to do it. We're going to do another map. And I want you guys to know all the criteria so that we won't nobody be surprised and we'll all be on the same page. All right. So stay tuned for the next update.